Hey guys, just Vish here. So you want to start investing, but you don't know where to invest or how to move your money around. Now, this is something that I struggled with for a couple of weeks after deciding I wanted to start investing. And I did some research. I found out some information about some online brokerages, your typical banks, as well as some other places. So I hope this video helps you guys decide where you want to put your money. And if you do enjoy today's video, please do give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you already haven't, as I'll be doing a couple more of these videos. And let me know what you guys think. The first institution I'd like to take a look at is Questrade, otherwise known as Canada's fastest online brokerage. So the reason why I wanted to look at Questrade first was because they're a relatively stable platform that is governed by both the IROC as well as the CIPF. So you know that these are regulated, and in the event that something were to happen, up to a certain threshold of money is safe, and you want to know that your money is working for you, but at the same time have that peace of mind knowing that it's in a safe place. Now, for me personally, Questrade is great. The user interface is very easy. It is available on both your mobile platforms as well as on your desktop computer, PC, whatever have you. I find that to be a little bit more convenient than some other options. And further from that, Questrade allows me to make different types of investments. Whether I want to do an active portfolio or whether I want to have a more automated portfolio, both options are available. Now, one thing that's pretty cool about Questrade is that they have very low, if any, fees. You can buy an ETF as low as a penny, and you can buy stocks for about $4.95. And the same happens when you sell them as well. One thing to note, however, is that you need to make a minimum deposit of 1,000 Canadian dollars in order to begin. Now, the second brokerage that I'd like to take a look at is Wealthsimple. This is a more automated approach, whereas Questrade can be both automated or self-directed, where with Wealthsimple, you can essentially start with next to nothing. And that's what I really loved about their interface and their whole approach to investing. As soon as I returned from exchange, I had next to nothing in my bank account, but I really wanted to get started as soon as I could. So I started using a roundup investing approach, where Wealthsimple essentially rounded up all of my purchases, put it towards a predetermined portfolio, and began investing my money. Long story short, what this meant was my $1.50 coffee now costed me $2, where the 50 cents would be tallied up at the end of the week and transferred into my Wealthsimple account. What happened there is, according to my risk portfolio, where I would have answered a couple of questions about my level of risk I'm willing to take, what my lifestyle was like, and what my goals were like, would be put into this mix of ETFs and other index funds. And especially during these unpredictable times, I've seen my portfolio rebalance time and time, where the robo-advisor is doing all of that for me. Now, the third solution that I'd like to take a look at is Wealthsimple Trade. And Wealthsimple Trade, unlike Wealthsimple, is an active portfolio managing user interface. And what's pretty unique about Wealthsimple Trade is that they are mobile only. So you can only use it on your phone, and through that, there are also no minimums that are required. So if you're someone that wants to use something like Questrade, but isn't necessarily there yet as far as putting that much money forward, you can get started on Wealthsimple Trade. What's pretty unique about them now is that they also support TFSA accounts, and they support Bitcoin. It was a very cool opportunity for me to try and purchase a couple of coins here or there. Again, fractions of a coin, because I don't have that much money yet, but I was able to learn about how Bitcoin fluctuates, and it didn't cost me much to get started. What's also really cool about Wealthsimple Trade is that the fees are very minimal, if any, and the process is very easy to use. Now, the fourth and final brokerage that I'd like to take a look at are the banks. So these are your TDs, your CIBCs, your Scotiabanks, and all those good guys. Now, what's cool about the banks is that they're very easily accessible, meaning you could walk right into a branch, talk to an advisor, and get started. So for instance, when I went and looked at one institution, they told me that you needed to maintain a $4,000 minimum in your checking account if you didn't want to incur a monthly fee. But as far as the banks go, you have the higher fees, you have the notion of having to maintain a minimum balance, but the accessibility and the ability to literally walk into an institution is there for you. If you're someone that is just getting started, wants to really learn about all this good stuff and start investing, I would recommend getting started with a Wealthsimple and Wealthsimple Trade platform. The two of these will allow you to make use of their robo-advisor and something that's completely passively automated, as well as Wealthsimple Trade, when you can actually experiment with the different types of stocks, even Bitcoin, and learn your way through that. Once you feel comfortable and you have the ability to put up $1,000 minimum, I would recommend going on to Questrade. This is the platform that I primarily use for all of my investments because I find it to be a lot easier and the fees are very minimal compared to the banks. So thanks again for tuning in today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you have any questions about choosing your brokerage or you have any questions related to these individual platforms, let me know in the comments below, and I hope to see you guys next time. Thanks.